The San people have been in existence for at least 20,000 years and often referred to as the oldest tribe in the world. According to DNA evidence, their existence dates back to over 140,000 years alongside the Nama tribe. They live in the heart of the southern Africa desert. The San people are a diverse group of hunter-gatherers who share historical and linguistic connections. They are often referred as Bushmen, but this term has since been abandoned as it is considered derogatory. There are many different sound groups. They have no collective name for themselves, and the terms Bushman, San, Basarwa in Botswana are used. The term Bushman came from the Dutch term Bosjesman, which meant bandit or outlaw. This term was given to the San during their long battle against colonists. The San interpreted this as proud and respected reference to their brave fight for freedom from domination and colonization. Like the first people to inhabit other countries in the world, the San people have an unfortunate history of poverty, social rejection, decline of cultural identity, and the discrimination of their rights as a group. Yet, they've also received the attention of anthropologists and the media with their survival and hunting skills, wealth of traditional knowledge of the flora and fauna of southern Africa, and their rich cultural traditions. San language is famous for its unique clicks, which people find really intriguing. Click. It means like this video and subscribe. The San people are descendants of early Stone Age ancestors. Their clans and loosely connected family groups follow seasonal game migrations between mountain range and coastline. They made their homes in caves, under rocky overhangs, or in temporary shelters. One thing about the San people is that they don't domesticate animals or cultivate crops, even though their knowledge of both flora and fauna is vast. Even though they categorize thousands of plants and their uses from nutritional to medicinal, mystical to recreational and lethal, they prefer their hunting-gathering lifestyle. They have a formidable reputation as trackers and hunters. The San people trackers will follow the tracks of an animal across virtually any kind of surface or terrain. They can even distinguish between the tracks of a wounded animal and that of the rest of the herd. When the white settlers arrived in South Africa in the mid-17th century, the whole country was inhabited by three different groups: the hunter-gatherers, the San people, the pastoralists, Khoi people, and the farmers, which are the Bantu. At first, the San people coexisted peacefully with the Nguni speakers, a sub-language group of the Bantu, who intermarried with the San and incorporated some of the distinctive and characteristic cliques of the San language into their own languages. The San people's contact with the Nguni and Bantu farmers is depicted in the San rock art. The artist started including representations of cattle and sheep as well as of people with shields and spear in their paintings. Unfortunately, hunter-gatherers cannot live permanently alongside a settled community. As a result, problems arose. When the San fought against the Bantu, they were at a huge disadvantage, not only in numbers but also in lack of weapons. With the Europeans, they were at an even greater disadvantage. The Europeans owned horses and firearms. In this period, the number of San was greatly reduced. They fought and preferred death to capture, where they would be forced into slavery. Again, colonialism destroyed the San migratory way of life. They were no longer allowed to roam freely, and trophy hunters destroyed the vast herd of game that formed their principal supply of food. Farmers built up huge herds of cattle that destroyed the foods that had been the San staple diet for centuries. Enslavement and sometimes mass destruction of San communities by farmers followed. Many became farm laborers and some joined farming communities and intermarried with them, which added to the destruction of the social identity of the San people. The San people have no formal authority figure or chief, but govern themselves by group consensus. Disputes are resolved through lengthy discussions where all involved have a chance to make their thoughts heard until some agreement is reached. Although some members of the tribe may assume leadership in specific spheres in which they excel, such as hunting or healing rituals, they cannot achieve positions of general influence or power. Foreign colonists found this very confusing when they tried to establish treaties with the San people. Leadership among the San is kept for those who have lived within the group for a long time, who have achieved a respectable age and good character. The San people are largely egalitarian, sharing such things as mint and tobacco. Land is usually owned by a group and rights to land are usually inherited bilaterally. King's Bond provide a basic framework for political models. Membership in a group is determined by residency. The San people generally observe the supremacy of one powerful god while at the same time recognizing the presence of lesser gods along with their wives and children. They also pay homage to the spirits of the deceased. Among some San people, it is believed that working the soil is contrary to the world order established by the god. Today, the San people suffer from a perception that their lifestyle is primitive and that they need to be made to live like majority cattle-herding tribes. Specific problems vary according to where they live. In South Africa, for example, the Komani now have most of their land and rights. Many other San tribes have no land right at all. Few modern San are able to continue as hunter-gatherers and mostly live at the very bottom of the social scale in unacceptable conditions of poverty, leading to alcoholism, violence, prostitution, disease, and despair. The last of the hunter-gatherers were forcibly exited from the Center Kalahari Game Reserve as recently as April 2002 by Botswana government to make way for diamond mines. A court case is currently in existence to help the San claim their land. Generally, the San are a friendly, creative, and peaceful people who never develop any weapons of war and have lived in harmony with their natural environment for at least 20,000 years. When properly restored to their ancestral lands and reintegrated into the game reserves of Southern Africa, San communities could become self-sustaining. What do you think about the San people? Can you share your thoughts in the comment below? Thank you.